What's up? It's Keith Kalfas here with the Window Cleaning Blueprint, and hope you're doing awesome. Hope you're doing well. It's springtime. We're crack-a-latin, whatever that means. And I would just like to share in this video what we're doing as far as marketing that seems to be working here in 2017. Excuse me. Last year we just ate lunch. I just read a book called SEO 2016 by R.L. Adams. Amazing book. And he talks about all the updates on Google's Panda and Hummingbird algorithm. And another book I read called SEO for bloggers, and I learned a lot of stuff about, you know, how to get to page 1 of Google, and I would like to share some of that stuff with you. So there's another guy, I want you to put this in your mental notes and check him out. His name is Neil Patel, N-E-I-L-P-A-T-E-L. He's like an Indian dude with the bald head, and he's a genius. If you just type in the word like marketing on Google, he's the #1 search result in the world, and the guy's obviously like a multi-millionaire, all this stuff, but he's got a free book that you can read, and it took me like 2 hours. You could read this whole ebook online, and it blows your mind and teaches you about the way the internet actually works and the way marketing actually works. That's so important when it comes to marketing your window cleaning business, because however you can market and advertise for the least amount of money drives down your cost acquisition per customer. How much does it cost you to get a customer? And then also really focusing on repeat business from customers, turning customers into clients, and turning clients into people that refer you, and create a raving fan of clients. Obviously every single year, however many holes are in your bucket, they're going to keep losing some, and you got to keep getting new ones, but hopefully you're getting new ones and filtering out the ones that you don't want, so you can get the clients that you like to work with, that don't drive you nuts, they pay you what you're worth, and all those types of things. So really honing in on making sure I've created a system, a communication process for every single customer, and the way we communicate with them, from the way they see our marketing and advertising, to when we pick up the phone, to how they perceive us, to when we actually show up. What is the process of what we talk about when we actually step on the doorstep and knock the door to do the windows, and then how do we conduct ourselves inside of the home. We do something called a multi-touch sequence, which is communicating with the customer several times, from the phone to while you're in the home, then afterwards through email. So you're building a relationship with them, and it's articulating trust and developing reciprocity, where they want to actually refer you afterwards. So for instance, when I walk into a customer's home, I got booties in my hand, I got all my tools with me. I say, "Hi, I'm Keith with Kalfas Window Cleaning. I just called you 30 minutes ago to let you know we're on our way to clean your windows, and today we're cleaning the inside and out just like you wanted. I'm Keith. I'll be cleaning the inside simultaneously while Alex is there setting up the water fed pole. That's Alex cleaning the outside. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to walk around the inside of the house and take out all the screens, and I'll be doing what's called a pre-trip inspection. If I notice any scratch or damages in the screens or windows, even though your house might be brand new, there's sometimes scratches or things like that. So I'll notify you of that, and I'll show you, and I have a little checklist, which is very important. So, and I always make sure I find something, a defect in the window, so they know that I know that they know that I'm accountable, and that I crossing my T's and dotting my I's. It's a psychological trigger that you throw in their head, so they get it. And then when we're cleaning the windows, you already know how to do all that stuff. It's just what I'm really learning, and I'm kind of excited about, because there's things going on in the customer's mind that says, I trust this company, I'll hire them again, I'll refer them. But anyways, when we're wrapping up and I've got the work order in my hand, my clipboard, I say, will it be I learned this from Joshua Latimer. I say, "Okay, you're all set, Mrs. Jones. I've taken a walk around and everything looks good to me, but obviously we're only human. Would you like to take a walk around with me to see if there's, because I want to meet or exceed your expectations." Key. Why is that key? "Mrs. Jones, I took a walk around. Everything looks good to me, but obviously we're only human. Humans make mistakes." I got this in Joshua Latimer's Window Wealth book. "Would you like to take a walk around? Because I want to make sure we meet or exceed your expectations." And if they say, "Okay, let's take a walk around," they find something, or they say, "No, that's okay." Now they're taking part accountability, so that if they're washing their dishes, or if they're folding towels later on, and obviously you want to make the window spotless, right? But if they find a little tiny something, they're like, "Hey, what's that little drip or something?" they already said they don't want to walk around, and that, you know, you said you're obviously only human, and they said it's okay, so they'll discard it. According to psychology, you know, you get what I'm saying, right? It's kind of like a little loophole, and it's very important, or you'll be killing yourself running around making no money because you're killing yourself. So here's what I do: cash, check, or credit. They say, okay, we'll pay with check or credit or cash. I make sure I have my credit card swiper from Clover or Square, whatever, with me in my my check box, my box, my clipboard, with a carbon copy invoice paperwork with all the documentation and the contract and the media release form and all that stuff. And if we're gonna be taking pictures and putting it on Facebook for Facebook ads to advertise in the local area for Facebook business, I ask the customer verbally and make them sign a contract that says, hey, Mrs. Jones, do you mind if we take some pictures for our Facebook advertising, because your house is perfect. And if they say yes or no, you make them sign the contract media release form, so now you can put pictures of their property, as long as there's no street signs or addresses or license plate or anything that it can identify anything personal, because this is people's homes, right? You got to be professional, but also you got to market and advertise their business in 2017. So they say yes, you do that, and then you rip off and you take the form, you give them the white copy, you keep the yellow copy, and then you give them, I give them multiple business cards. And I'm not saying that my way is the best way, this is just what I'm learning that I want to share with you. So I give them a magnet for their fridge, and then 1 to 2 business cards, depending if they're interested in our landscaping services or not. And then I also make sure I always get their email address, and I import them into MailChimp, the marketing system, so they can go into our monthly or quarterly newsletter. In the spring, we're putting them out. I put them out about, I get a lot of calls coming in, so I only do a quarterly newsletter, but sometimes if we're slow, I'll blast repeatedly, because collecting your customer's email address and creating a database and a list, that's what businesses do. Businesses create lists and databases that they remarket to over and over and over again. The average Walmart only needs about 5,000 customers to run their whole business and pay their overhead. How many customers do you need to run your business, and how much does it cost you to acquire each individual customer? I'm not like tripping on anything, I'm just gonna talk really fast because we're like booked out right now. But yeah, so when you do that and you say, okay, Mrs. Jones, thank you very much for your business. I really, we appreciate it. All your windows are closed and locked, all the screens are put back, and all the shades are all half drawn. We're taking off. And hey, do you want your windows clean again in the fall? If they say yes, no, maybe so, pick out your schedule, your calendar. When I take out my phone, which is my calendar, I don't just go like this in front of a customer and go. They're like, this guy's a weirdo, he's on his phone. I say, okay, let me take out my calendar. My calendar's on my phone. Looking at my calendar, you let them know, right? Take out my calendar. Okay, we actually have or right before Halloween open. Do you want to do that? You could book them right there on the spot again. And then here's another little trick: is you say, Mrs. Jones, after you got their email address, you say, our business survives and thrives off of positive reviews on Google, Yelp, Angie's List, whatever it is. I usually say Google. And if they don't have a Gmail address, because if you looked at it, ask them if they got Yelp or if they got something else, or Facebook, right? But I usually do Google. And I say, would you mind leaving a well-worded positive 5-star review for us on Facebook or Google? And they say yes. And I look them in the eyes and I hold that, smiling. And I say, okay, I'm gonna text you and email you the links. So I've got a pre-scripted text inside of my phone underneath my contacts that says, and then I just replace the name, Mrs. Jones, thank you very much. I'm Keith with Kelfus Window Cleaning. Our business survives and thrives off positive views on Google, with the shortened link, wherever the link is. They get the link to their iPhone or their Android and to their email. And then you check on Google My Business app. Grab the app so you have Google My Business, so you can constantly updating pictures on Google, and then look at that on your phone and make sure within 48 hours they did it. If they don't, send them a reminder and say, thank you very much for your business, please leave us a positive review on Google. Then you look, another person left you a positive review. That starts promoting you up inside of the search engine rankings, or the SERP, the SERPs, right? Search engine ranking page, okay? That's what you're doing. Is organic SEO, search engine optimization. It's organic because you're really getting social proof that's really verified. Now, making sure that your site, if you're collecting credit card or personal information, is HTTPS. No longer http://www. It's HTTPS, which means it's a secured site. And then linking that outbound to trusted, verified Google index sites that are authority sites like Facebook, Tumblr, WordPress, all the major social media sites, Google, and then taking those links. Oh, I'm going to talk for an hour. I got to get out of here. Okay, this is Keith Kalfas with the Window Cleaning Blueprint. Thank you much for watching my video. I know I'm talking fast as shit, but I got to get out of here. Please hit the thumbs up and subscribe and let me know in the comments below. And I'll be trying to make some vlogs and videos soon. I'll be getting the drone and flying the shit out of me. Crazy dog. And oh yeah, my window cleaning blueprint video training course is already completely done. I'm building all the front-end marketing for it now. This thing was supposed to be out a year ago, but the more I built it is the more I learned that I want this thing to be a world-class structured course with a curriculum that you could take anytime now in a year or 2 years. What I mean is, like, if you buy the thing, you can actually take it at your own pace and then watch it and learn from it again. I got over 20 hours of information on how to start a window cleaning business, how to go legit with it, how to market and advertise your business, plus an entire mini course inside of the program that teaches you about marketing and all the stuff that I was talking about, but in depth, drilling down with step-by-step modality of how to actually do it. So if you click the link in the description below, it will take you to a link of a page of me talking just like this, where you can actually learn more about it, and then you can get on the list, and when all this rolls out, I will be contacting you, my friend, so you can take a look at it and get a sneak peek. And obviously I will be throwing in, I can't tell you, it's a secret, dog. But thank you very much for your time. Later.